Good morning, class. I hope you all are well and taking good care of yourself. Let us today begin with the second lesson, that is computer languages. You know that we need language to communicate. We can say that language is the mode of communication. Similarly, to communicate with computer and to give instructions to it, we need some language. And that language is a special kind of language which we are going to study today. Computer language is a special language understood by the computer. It consists of a set of words, symbols, and codes that is used to write a computer program. And what is a program? It is nothing but a set of instructions given to a computer to get a particular task done. So here we are getting the definitions of computer language as well as program. Now let us talk about programming. The process of writing a program is called programming. It is very simple that when we are writing a program, it is called programming. And the people who can write the programs are called programmers. Computers understand only one language, that is called machine language. It uses binary digits 0 and 1. This is the most important thing in this chapter, the machine language. It uses only the binary digits 0 and 1. You can see it in the picture. It is difficult for programmers to write programs directly in terms of these digits. Therefore, some other computer languages have been developed in which writing programs is easier. A computer cannot understand these languages directly. So, some special software has been developed which translate the program written in other languages into machine language. As you already know that machine language consists of 0 and 1. So, if the computer understands only machine language and we are using some other language, so we need some special software so that it can translate our language into computer's language, that is machine language. Let us first learn about the computer languages. We have categorized into two levels, that is low level language and high level language. Low level language consists of machine language and assembly language. And these are the high level languages. The first one is procedural language, non-procedural language, and natural language. In this, we are going to learn about low level languages. Low level languages are written to run on a particular computer and cannot be easily used on other computers. We have already seen that there are two types of low level languages, that is machine language and assembly language. Now let us talk about machine language. Machine language is also called first generation language. It is a language understood by the computer without any translation. We have already studied that it consists of binary digits, zeros and ones that a computer can understand as instructions. As you can see, the example of machine language. In this, we have used only 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Again, 1 is used, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. That means we are using only the digits zeros and ones. Now, let us learn about assembly language. It is also known as second generation language, which we have already studied in lesson 1. It uses letters and symbols instead of using numbers. So, it is very easy for us to write in this language as compared to machine language. A program written in assembly language uses short sequence of letters called mnemonic codes. Let us learn what are mnemonic codes. As you can see in the example, A stands for addition and C stands for comparison. So here we are using the code as A and as C. So A stands for addition and C stands for comparison. Like this, we can have our own mnemonic codes. Now, let us learn about assembler. As we have already seen that assembly language uses mnemonic codes, but these codes are not understood by the computer. So we need an assembler, that is a converter, to convert these mnemonic codes into machine language. In this example, we can see that we have used machine language as well as assembly language. In machine language, we have used zeros as well as ones. And in assembly language, we have used different mnemonic codes. Let us now understand how the assembler works. This is the assembly language in which we are using the mnemonic codes, and this is the assembler. This is the input, and we are converting this mnemonic codes with the help of assembler into machine language, which consists of binary digits 0 and 1. Now, in the next turn, we are going to learn about high level languages. Thank you for watching.